anyone who's a teacher loves children, and they see how much little children love stories when they can play with the characters. The characters bring everything alive. They want to read more because they're invested in the stories, like with Roger Red Hat. Here's the old man in the village with three corners. What's happened here? Oh, with a ball. Well, Roger Red Hat had a ball. The white dog went by. And all through this story, what's going to happen? The children can kind of guess what's going to happen. Oh, Billy looks out of the window, Billy Blue Hat, and he decides he's going to go along. And so they chase after the ball, after the dog, because the dog's got the ball. And then Jennifer Yellow Hat, she gets involved. Oh my goodness. And Mr. Red Hat, oh, that dog ran into Mr. Red Hat and they all fell over. And the little white dog ran away with the ball. So children love these stories because they can actually get involved. Now, children understand. What does this cat say? Meow. What does this cow say? Moo. What does the dog say? Woof. Well, imagine how easy it is for children to understand that these phoneme, these speech sound monsters all have their own sound. So this monster says eh, this monster says oh, this monster says duh, this monster, oh, here's a schwa, the sort of a grunty, funny, we call it the silly schwa because it's such a silly sound when it's on its own, but we use it in so many words. So all of these monsters all have their own sound, just like a dog does. But when they get together, they help us to figure out words. So Jennifer went to school. Oh, look. Oh, I didn't put Jennifer out. So if we've got the book, Jennifer went to school, even if the children haven't yet learned all the graphemes in these words, it doesn't matter because we can use the speech sound monsters. So, Jennifer went to school. So the black, grey, that's my technique for code mapping the words, showing where the graphemes are. So I've shown the graphemes, but I've also shown their sound value. So like those two ends there, the sound, well, that's monster, sound. And we can also play them on the app. So what I'm doing is I'm teaching Luca, even though he's year 6, I'm teaching Luca using phoneme, speech sound monsters, so that any words we come across that he can't decode, for example, village, in his phonics programs that he's been taught for the last 7 odd years, not once did anyone tell him that that A can be, the sound value for that A is I, monster I. So monster I, that could be the I, and it could also be the A. Village. We say village. So he can't decode that word village using 7 years of phonics. But he can because of my speech sound monsters. And even though he's grade 6, he can still see the value of us messing about, playing with all these characters and these stories. And I'm going to get him going, start him on the journey to actually being able to read, and not only that, but to read for pleasure. I am the Neurodivergent Reading Whisperer. I think and learn differently, which is really useful when I'm teaching children or empowering teachers. Can't sound it out? That's okay. Play the monsters. Follow the monster sounds to say the word.
V, I, O, I, J.
V, I, O, I, J. Village. So the L, what's the monster sound?
O.
Oh,
Perfect. The U in your name, what's the sound? What's the monster sound? Are you sure? Or ooh. Find monster ooh.
which one's more?
So you've been so blinded by the letters. Can I hear a ooh?
That's all.
I'm going to share my screen just to remind you what it looks like. Ooh. Hold on.
No.
There you go. Can you see that?
Ooh.
Yes. Okay, so the L in your name is a picture of which sound? Play it.
Ooh.
The U in your name is a picture of what monster sound? Play it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The C in your name is a picture of which monster sound? Play it. The A in your name is a picture of what monster sound? Play it. Play them all together. Ooh, ook.
Ooh.
Together.
Ooh.
Again.
Ooh.
And again.
Ooh. Ooh.
Perfect.
Ooh.
Brilliant.
Ooh.
So what we're going to do, what we have to do is whoever's been teaching before has got you to look at the letters and try and think of a sound, and in your head it's so difficult to kind of get, that's why when you look at the U, you want to say but in your name, the U is a picture of the oo sound. So that's why we have to use these monsters, and that's why we have to kind of stop you getting blinded by the letters. So
Again, Maya.